Hey, what's up, Brett? I'm doing really well. Excited for a showdown match between Exertus and Epsilon. I think we're in for a barn burner.
Yeah, this should be a pretty interesting matchup. Epsilon being one of the most, I would say, one of the better teams throughout Battlefield here, at least for Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. They have definitely done some big things here, and we are about to be going live here in just a few moments, guys. Yeah, Exertus NA, who is probably the best North American fives team that's out there right now. You know they were really good back in BF3. They really were showing some dominance. They've played against I believe it was Fnatic. They ended up, I think they took one map off of Fnatic and ended up losing the last two. Or no, it was by tickets. That's right. It was the two map ticket counts. They ended up playing against Fnatic and losing in the Go4 Cup. I think the first one that they had. And so they do have some good talent on their team. Exertus, Epsilon, of course, is being, like I said before, a really great team. They actually have, I think, most of their guys except for Duke PT. I was reading in chat earlier, and somebody was saying that he is at the Portugal LAN, and I will say that is going to hurt them a little bit, not having Duke in there and playing. He is one of their star players. He's been a star player. In fact, he used to be. He used to be on Exertus, as a matter of fact, the European team. And then they went off to, I believe it was UMAV, and then basically UMAV became Epsilon, or at least the majority of the players did. So, yeah, some pretty cool stuff there.
Yes, indeed. We've got both these teams undefeated at this point in the group stages, and this might end up being the match of the group stages, to be honest. We've got Exertus NA, who had easy wins in round 1 and round 2 over Aegis and Perfect Enemy. I think one of them was a 400 ticket win, the other one was 320 some, so, showing their dominance in the first 2 rounds. Exertus coming off of their win in the Level BF10s tournament last night, and also they won both of the Level BF 5v5 Dom Night Cups. They are on a roll competitively. Epsilon and CEVO, they've only had one actual match thus far. They had a forfeit in round 2, but in round 1, they did have a 422 ticket win over V-Bull, and V-Bull is not really a bad team, so that's pretty impressive there.
Yeah, Epsilon definitely, like we said before, going to be one of the better teams in this matchup. Honestly, I would say that this is probably the best matchup within the tournament. The only one right now out of the teams that we have in the tournament that would be, I would guess coming close to this would be Mortality versus Exertus. Well, actually, Nexus SA is doing really well too. So you really only have about 4 teams, I would say, that are going to be, up on that top notch. But, I'm going to be honest with you here, guys. I'm going to give the slight edge to Epsilon, just for the fact of the matter, because they have played in, I think it's like six ESL Cups. They have played in DreamHack. They have played in multiple, tournaments throughout Europe. So, I mean, they have a lot of experience under their belt. And not only that, but they have to play against teams like Fnatic, MYM, Eyeballers, Dignitas. I mean, they got to play against some of the best teams in this game right now on a regular basis. Those are their scrim partners, So, I mean, yeah, Exertus is really good. They have amazing talent, but they don't have the caliber of teams like that to scrim against on a regular basis. I mean, we have Mortality, we have a Nexus SA, but honestly, for the North and South American side of things, that's really the only teams that stand out. And Exertus has proven that they can beat them, albeit it's close, but they've beaten them every single time. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough match. Not having Duke PT playing is definitely going to hurt them. I believe there's another regular that's not going to be there on Epsilon. But yeah, definitely not having those players within the match is going to hurt them. But, I mean, I don't know how much that it'll affect. A good team, just a good team.
Indeed. Yeah, so we will be going live here shortly, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is CEVO Round 3. It's going to be on Golmud Railway. Again, just the group stages. Both these teams will likely be playoff bound, so Who knows? Maybe they'll actually see each other again after this match.
Yeah, that is definitely possible. I mean, like you said before, top two teams will be moving on through each group stage. Then there is a chance for a wild card team from each of the group stages to be moving on as well into the bracket stages of the tournament, which will then be a single elimination tournament. We are in round number 3 of the group stages. So, guys, if you want to watch tonight, we will be going live at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, with the rest of the group, or which of the round 3 group stages. And we should be getting some pretty cool matches coming up on those. So definitely stick around and check that out. You can always hit the follow button on the Twitch channel. You can follow us on Twitter at CEVO. And, for any of the updates, everything like that, you can also follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/playcevo. And definitely head over there, subscribe, check out the videos. We're actually growing the channel pretty well right now since they have added Battlefield to their media department, I guess you could say. We have gotten, I think, almost 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel, as well as we have 4 or 5 of the videos that are now like top viewed videos on the channel. So kudos to all the Battlefield guys that are going out there and supporting it. That helps out more than you guys know. It allows, or tells CEVO that, hey, you know what, you definitely want to give more money, you want to give more attention to Battlefield, and that's going to give us a chance for more and more events coming up in the future for North and South America. So awesome stuff there. Now we should be getting going here fairly soon. All 5.
Looks like we.
Yeah, all 10 players are actually in for each of the teams. Now, one thing that I do want to mention on this map, guys, this is going to be Golmud Railway. Going to be interesting breakout. Most of the time, what we'll end up seeing is, because one team does end up spawning back over here, the second will spawn up into a perch up on top. And really, it's kind of like basically I believe it's the Chinese team too. They basically get to C and B first, and then you have, oh no, I'm sorry, the other team spawns up over here next to dorms. That was my bad. So another team spawns over here, and what you normally have is a 2-3 split, where you'll have like 3 guys pushing over here to A, 2 pushing up into C flag, and they'll try and get A and then fill out to B real quick if they're on this spawn. If they're over here on the perch spawn, they'll be just obviously pushing down maybe 1 to 2 players onto C, the rest of it into B. And that is a really good hold. CB is a very, very good hold that you can have. The AB hold, though, is very powerful because you can sit over here into Gray House, which I'll turn camera around right here. Actually, the one that I'm looking at right in the middle, that is Gray House. And that right there is such a powerful position to be in because you can switch from B and A. And you can really protect those 2 flags. And honestly, you can protect the whole map. If you had B and C, you can definitely see to where you can shift over, look a little bit into C, kind of help out in that respects. So that's probably going to be the most contested area on the map, is going to be Gray House. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what the breakouts are on these 2 teams.
Yeah, absolutely, Brett. That building is pretty much the linchpin on the map. You're going to see a lot of competition there. Basically, anytime one team loses it, they're going to make a beeline to get back there and take that control again. Because if you don't hold it for long, you're going to potentially lose control on the map, especially against the good teams that we're seeing here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I believe this is going to be live, so we're going to be going on over here with, actually, we're going to look at the free cam here for Epsilon, and check out what they're going to be doing on this initial breakout. Again, guys, the slight advantage over there to the Russian team because they will be able to get to C and B first, while Epsilon's going to have a little bit of issue because they will be having to cross the street to A and then go through dorms. So we are going to be seeing a 2-3 split, like we were saying, trying to get some initial shots over there, across over there to Gray House. Not going to be able to do anything. The Epsilon will be getting A and re-pushing over there into a house. Now, Exertus is going to be able to get onto Gray building. It's going to be a lead machine over here, who's going to be trying to get up onto the 3rd floor. Just kind of pick up some hits. A nice shot there by Drero, able to take him down. That is going to be a plus for them. Reptile, the only one left that's going to be over here by B. B will be flashing here in just a few moments, and trying to hold on using that Scar. I don't know if that's the right weapon choice here with that rate of fire.
Nice nade. Right in his face.
And yeah, Reptile able to, or getting pushed back there, not able to make anything happen. And we are going to be having finally a push from Epsilon. And there they go. They are going to be getting up into B, but they have to be careful because there's going to be a slight back rage. No! Getting watched over there from Greyhouse. That's what I was talking about, that position being so important. And so now B will be going into their favor as well as C. So we are seeing a triple cap here for Epsilon. Exertus in a lot of trouble. We are going to be seeing one sitting back behind C. That's going to be Clicks just sitting onto that burn, trying to get anything happening. No, trades out with one of the Epsilon players there, not able to make anything happen. Hither, though, is now going to be pushing up onto A, and only one player back here for Epsilon going to be able to hold that down. That's going to be Mikey. He takes him down, no problem. Nice positioning there to get up on top of A. Will be able to get that burn back with no issues. David is going to be caught out into the open over there by Rock, and Clicks is going to be taking his position, pushing back up into the B burn site.
And it looks like Epsilon is going to try to get... Oh, they were going to get set up for the AB burn, but already Exertus is coming to take Bravo. It looks like they are trying to get control of that gray house. Like we said earlier, that is a key area on this map. They do have two of them in there. It is Lead Machine and Reptile.
Yeah, and Reptile actually going really big right there, able to take out two players from Greyhouse. Now he goes down himself, but that did allow his team to end up getting spawns off and taking B flag. So still going to be seeing Greyhouse being heavily contested. Core is trying to make something happen. He does end up clearing that out and will be re-pushing back onto B flag. Exertus electing to go over here towards A. We are going to be seeing one getting taken down into A house, and a Lead Machine is going to be back up. See if he can make anything happen. B will be going back into their possession, and once again, Exertus has lost all of their flags.
Yeah, Epsilon's doing a nice job of making spread pushes and taking two flags simultaneously to get a short triple cap, but it kind of gets Exertus a bit discombobulated because they're finding themselves with no flags against one of the best teams in the community. It's not a very good start for them, although they're only down by 10 tickets at this point, despite the situation.
Yeah, and Akash is going to be pushing up onto C flag right now, able to take out Lead Machine. And honestly, I like this very aggressive play here by Epsilon. I like the fact that they're pushing all these flags as much as possible. They're keeping the pressure on Exertus, so not letting them really have any kind of a breather. And that is a great idea, in my opinion, able to really dictate the pace of this map. Of this match. And Clicks is going to finally be pushing up over here towards a B house, and he sees Core sitting over there by and able to take him down. So nice job there. Has to watch out for any pressure going to be over. Oh my god, it looks at that. See, that's the experience that I was talking about. Epsilon able to put those nades right on Clicks. I mean, they just know
just
these
a
nade
bullseye
spots.
nade. Yep. And every single one of them know these nade spots, and they don't even have to necessarily have a line of sight on the spot they're trying to hit. They can still get that nade in there from cover. It's just really impressive map knowledge and teamwork for this team.
Yeah, and once again, we're going to be seeing Epsilon trading flag. They are going to be getting on the B. They will be able to take that. We saw a slight little skirmish over here next to C flag that was going to be cleaned up by Hitha. Now Clicks sliding in onto A flag. Let's see if he can hold this. He will be caught out, I think. And oh, if he survives, wow. Nice job there by Akash. Clicks able to take out Akash, but, you know, two more players coming around the corner won't be enough. Hither, though, going to be following that up. Does he end up cleaning that out? I think he did.
And Reptile was there as well. Gets the res for Clicks.
Yep, so now we are going to be seeing a 3-cap in favor of Exertus. So this is going way back and forth, 184 to 193. It is in favor of Epsilon here. C flag will be going back into the favor of Epsilon right now. And, yeah, so this is just back and forth. Really, really good play from both teams. Ravik is going to be back there onto B. Might end up getting taken down. Click's going to be making his way over onto C flag. And I do like the fact that they are being aggressive. I know that most teams at this point, they're seeing Epsilon being super aggressive. They might be saying, you know what, we need to play defensive, get 2 flags and hold it. But to be honest with you, to keep up with Epsilon and the way that they are playing, you have to be aggressive yourself. You cannot let them have any footing at all on this map. Here they're getting taken out. Oh my god, right out into the open.
Very good.
Yeah,
body flying.
Getting taken down. And yeah, so Exertus, once again, going to be in the 2 flag cap situation. C flag will be burning. And I don't know about this Scar. I don't know. It's working for some people, but man, it just doesn't seem like you're going to be winning a whole lot of one-on-one close fights. with
No,
that particular gun.
especially against these types of players. I mean, these guys are not going to miss up close, so you absolutely have to have that rate of fire. And to have that big of a disadvantage, you're going to lose pretty much every battle that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Click's getting taken down over on the outside of A flag. That was going to be Gra able to take him out and get the res. C flag going to be going back to the possession of Exertus here, who was just in another 3 cap, 152 to 173. Now, surprisingly enough, for there being so many 3 caps right now, it's actually fairly even game.
Yeah, only about a 20-ticket difference, and we've seen huge swings before in previous matches. So with teams of this caliber, it's definitely not a deficit that they need to be worried about. But at the same time, Epsilon just seems to have more confidence, more fluidity here. Exertus did get 1 triple cap momentarily, but overall, I think Epsilon has been more in control of this round thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, we're going to be seeing Epsilon getting onto the A burn, cleaning that out. There is going to be 1 player left. He ends up getting res on clicks, but coming around the backside, that was actually Hither right there, able to clean it up and get the flag back for himself. C is going to be burned right now. Lead Machine, though, is back over there. And this is another interesting spot here, guys. If you don't know some of these burn spots, look at where they're sitting. They're actually outside of the wall over here on the C flag and still able to get the burn. C does go into the possession of Exertus. Lead Machine trying to find some cover here, but the nade spam, I think, is going to be too much. Trades out with David, but that is going to leave nobody up for Exertus over here onto C. Now we need to be seeing a push from Exertus onto B flag. The thing is, though, is that Epsilon knows that that's coming and they are already waiting. Ravik ends up going down. That's going to be Gra. And he is going to be in a very good position to really stop any kind of aggressive push, as well as Core being on top of Greyhouse, and he's able to get some down shots over there onto Exertus, and now they are going to be pressing once again for a triple cap.
Yes, indeed. They made a textbook line across the map, kind of established dominance and control of B and C, and then immediately started pushing for A. They are not content to sit with the 2 flag burn. They want all 3 flags. They want to extend their lead. They want to put this game out of reach of Exertus.
Yeah, absolutely. Ravik does end up going down over here next to C, trying to make something happen off of it. We do see C burning down. David is going to be over here trying to slow it or at least stop it, but getting some spawns off at last second. We are going to be seeing a back ratio fight for Gra. Oh my gosh, Ravik there with some good game sense. Knows that that's going to be coming. Akash going to be coming around. Can he clean it up? Yes, he does. And also getting the res, so nice job there. A massive carnage just happening onto C flag. Looks like that was going to be taken care of. Lead Machine going to be back up over onto Greyhouse. Now he is in a good position, if he can hold this, to stop any kind of a push coming back towards their way. B flag already flashing. So definitely not good for Exertus here, as we're seeing that ticket count getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at that, 104 to 156, where it was just 20 tickets. Now it's at 50, and now it's getting a little scary. It's getting a little scary now.
Especially when you start looking at the frag count. We're not used to seeing this Exertus team go negative. They are currently 52 and 61, while look at Epsilon, 72 and 32. And that really is telling the tale thus far. I mean, obviously their teamwork is exceptional, but when they're getting outgunned like this, man, it's tough to overcome.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Epsilon doing a great job. That was Core, actually, going from side to side, able to take out a couple of players before he ends up going down. Hither going to be trying to clean it up. He spots one over on the outside. That is going to be Gra, and he ends up taking him down. But we do have some spawns over there next to Perch, and that's going to be Maik. Was it Maik? I don't know. But able to take out Reptile.
We'll call him Mike.
We'll call him Mike. Okay, Mike is going to be coming up from behind. Ends up getting taken down by Clicks. But Akash, though, going to be able to spot him. Nice job there. And he's going to be onto this flag burn. A flag is now going to be flashing. And once again, Exertus has absolutely no flags.
Yeah, it's strange. They had a triple cap momentarily. I mean, it was maybe only for 10, 15 seconds, but then all of a sudden it completely swings the opposite direction, and it's Epsilon with the triple cap, and they're looking to hold it solidly.
Yeah,
they're spread out pretty well. If you look at the tabletop, they're spread out to hold this for a bit.
Yes, yes, they are doing a great job of being spread out, holding it. They know they know where the spawns are going to be. I mean, they understand how the flow of the game is going to be reacting, and honestly, they're positioned very nice to react with any of these. Okay, we're going to be seeing some drop down over here by Core. Does Core make it? No. Ends up getting double team. He is going to be taken down. A flag finally going to go over into Exertus, 53 to 135. Almost a 100 ticket game here. Now remember, guys, this is going to be based on tickets, not on rounds. So Exertus is they need to burn down more tickets. I mean, they cannot just win. If they do win the next round, they're going to have to win it by a lot if they do not get Epsilon sub 100 here.
And they did a bit of a spawn bomb on the small school building next to Bravo. They're trying to take control of it, but it looks like Epsilon has already contested it. They do take down 3 of them. It's looking like Ravik and Hitha over there. They do have the Alpha Bravo burn. They need to hold this for as long as they can, but it looks like A is flashing already. So they're rotating to Charlie, are Ravik and Clicks.
Yeah, Reptile going to be coming around the backside. He ends up taking out Core. And yeah, so they are going to be saving this A flag. And it looks like now Exertus is going to be in a 3 cap of their own, which is definitely something that they need. I mean, they have to hold this 3 cap for a good, I would say, 15 to 20 seconds in order to really even up the score. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. I mean, they still haven't taken A. It's being contested. There it is. Epsilon able to take control of A flag once again. We are going to be seeing them pushing through Gray Building. Hitha is going to be the only one up for Exertus in order to take care of this. 2 players now from Epsilon going to be spawning up into Gray 2. Let's see if he's going to be able to take care of it, trying to wait for some spawns, wait for some backup. He sees 1, able to take out Akash, able to take out Core. Is there a third in Gray Building? There is. Can he make it 3? He trades out. So nice job by Hitha, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. It does give his team a little bit of breathing room here. 37 to 99. Clicks able to stop a push there from one of the Epsilon players. Core is now going to be on top of it. Spots Clicks, so they know that he's going to be onto the burn here. And poking back out, able to take out Clicks. Nice nade there. Ravik, the only one left up, and he's just right now stopping this burn. Hitha is going to be spawning in at last second. They got to get Core out of this position. They're hanging him up right now because B flag is going to be flashing, and it is now Epsilon. So, man, Exertus was doing a great job, but I think they did what they needed to in this particular round.
I think they did a nice job of whittling down some of that ticket lead that they had. But you see right there, Epsilon was able to draw a lot of attention to Charlie, but then they just swooped in and quickly took Bravo with the spawn bomb. But then you have Exertus rotating and getting the Bravo Charlie spawn burn, so they do have a chance to whittle some more tickets down here. It's certainly not over yet if they can hold this.
Yeah, Clicks with a nice save there over there onto B house. And you know, now I would say Exertus has to be slightly defensive. Now they need to kind of, okay, let's hold our lines. Let's get our picks. Let's get this done. Because right now, Epsilon, they are on I mean, they're dropping tickets. 75 tickets now from the previously 135, where Exertus has only lost about 20 themselves. So they have done a great job of keeping a hold of this. But right now we are going to be seeing B once again being taken. And I don't know if Exertus is going to be able to take this. Mike is going to be coming around the corner. He spots Clicks, getting some damage on him. And actually, I think one did end up going down. That was Reptile who spawned in. Lead Machine is going to be up. Is he going to be able to spot Mike? He spots him out. A and C are in the possession of Exertus. So Exertus trying to hold on for dear life here. Oh, Mike does end up going down, so nice job there from Lead Machine. But we are going to be having some spawns up onto Perch. The only one up here that's going to be able to try and save this is going to be Hitha. And he has been doing really well for his team, but he's still in the negative. Able to take out 1, trying to jump through the window here to get away, and not going to be able to be enough. C will be going down into possession. At the same time, though, B flag is now going to be flashed. So it is now grayed out. 19 to 56 tickets here. Exertus trying to burn every little bit that they can. They do get B, and they are going to get a triple cap. So that right there is great.
You see some excellent rotations by Exertus, kind of following the lead of Epsilon, moving where they needed to on the flags, and now they see themselves in a triple cap scenario with a chance to really narrow the gap. I mean, it was looking bad for them to start, and now they're looking great. They're looking solid. They're solidly holding this triple cap. This is the longest triple cap we've probably seen thus far in the round.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike is going to be back up, sitting over here onto Rock. He sees one, but not able to connect with it. So Epsilon actually losing a lot of ground here. Clicks coming in over onto B House. Finally going to be getting his gray out, but no, gets taken down by Reptile. His buddies are going to be coming back up and able to take Reptile out themselves. Mike, the only one left up onto B flag. He will be able to save it for him. So stop slowing down that bird once again, and it is now a 5-ticket game here, guys. 14 to 19. Ravik is going to be back up over here into mid street. Exertus Clicks is going to be spawning in back over here. That was a nice random spawn there, guys.
Alpha. You got 2 on Alpha. Epsilon looking to take Alpha here at the end, just as the round is even. Oh, it's 12 to 12. It's going to come down to the wire. It's a nail biter.
Yeah, right here. And I think Epsilon might be able to take this. Only one player up here for Exertus, and he is going to be getting a couple of shots. Is Ravik going to be able to save A? Oh, he does! Oh, my God. Ravik able to save it.
The triple.
And, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did they just do that? Wow, great job there by Exertus. C-Flag is now going to be flashing. They've got to watch their spawns here, but that is it. Wow, 6 to 0. That is the closest match.
In fuego.
The closest match that we have seen thus far in this tournament.
Man, cool as the other side of the pillow are Exertus.
That was an awesome match there by both of those teams. I have to say, I don't know what happened with the Epsilon. I mean, they just like a switch flipped for Exertus, and all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, this is how you play domination."
Yeah, it was like everything clicked for him. Well, you know, it might have been what you were discussing earlier in the round, where Epsilon was kind of dictating the pace of the round. They were playing so fast. They weren't playing defensively and for the 2-flag setup like we traditionally see. They were being aggressive and going for the triple cap. And I think once Exertus kind of realized what they were doing, they adjusted and were kind of like, all right, if this is the way you guys want to play, if this is the pace you guys want to play at, we can match it. And like you said, it just clicked for them right at the end when they needed it most. And what a come-from-behind victory. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing there. Almost 100-ticket deficit, and Exertus was able to come back and win it. That right there, they've got to be shaking at their keyboard right now. They've got the adrenaline pumping through them right now. Now, you know, it is anybody's game still. Honestly, 6 tickets is nothing. You know, if it was around 50 or 100, or, you know, yeah, we could say that maybe Exertus has it possibly safely in their pocket. But 6 tickets, it is anybody's game. And now we are going to be seeing Exertus on the hard breakout side. And let's see what they are going to be able to manage off of this. It looks like Epsilon is priming 2 guys to come over here towards dorms. And we are going to be seeing possibly a 2-3 breakout for Exertus, 2 going to A and 3 going up into C. But we will see here in just a few moments. Guys, this is going to be an exciting round.
If you know anybody who's not watching, please tell them to come tune in, because what a round that was, and we got a whole nother one to watch.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing that 2-1 or 2-3 breakout right there as a 3-2 breakout over here for Epsilon into B flag, so they will be able to get that B burn super fast. But both players going down for C on Epsilon, or for Epsilon on C, and it looks like Exertus is going to be able to get that C cap right now. But with the thing that they have to be worrying about is losing A super fast. We are going to be seeing a shift over here from Exertus. It's going to, or from Epsilon rather, to take A. Exertus has Reptile now, going to be trying to get up on top and make something happen. Not going to be able to save A for his team. Sees David, but David too fast on that trigger, able to take him down. We're going to be seeing a nice trade out here by Akash, who's now going to be on C and going for that triple cap. So Epsilon's like, hey guys, that first round, just a fluke.
Yeah. We are here to show you whose game this is, but at the same time, this is much how the first round started. Epsilon being aggressive, straight out of the gate, not satisfied with 2 flags. They want to go for 3. You know, Exertus just has to weather the fury, weather the storm, and get situated, and I think they'll be just fine, as it looks like they are coming in, hit the R, and Ravik to take Alpha.
Yeah, they are going to be on A, but at the same time, Epsilon is going to be losing B. So now we're going to be seeing a possible triple spawn camp for Epsilon. So, I mean, it's just going crazy right now. Exertus is just playing out of their minds. Able to get... Oh, but you know what? As I say that, Mike able to get 2 nice picks there, picking up Lead Machine and Ravik. So that was a great pick there. Able to get onto this B flag. C is now going to be completely burned down. Hitha and Lead Machine are going to be back here, as well as, Clicks. going to try and stop this burn. They do end up getting the stop on the burn. Now they got to go in and actually clean it out. Let's go on with Akash here, who ends up picking up Clicks. Now he's going to be fairly low on health here, so it's going to be kind of a dangerous situation. Picks up Clicks once again, and he's going to be able to take Hitha out. So doing a rock solid job for his team, and now C will go into their possession.
And it's interesting, we've seen a lot of triple caps thus far in this match, but neither team has been able to hold them very long. It's just so difficult to do against such great players, such good guns. Your resources get spread thin trying to cover the entire map. So it's surprising to see that both teams are being that aggressive, though, given how hard it is to hold that triple cap.
I absolutely do not. I like the fact that they're being aggressive. I think it's the smart play to do. We're going to be seeing C flashing for Exertus. Oh, Rabbit coming in, able to take out Akash. And we're going to be seeing 4 players from Exertus over here onto C. That is going to leave A wide open. And yeah, so there is nobody there for Exertus to try and hold this. We need to see Epsilon taking control of Gray Building to try and hold that back. Klitz gets taken down from Mike. And now Ravik is going to be making his way over into B. He ends up getting taken down from B house. Reptile going to try and make his way around to get some kind of a back rage going on here. Going to be waiting very patiently. I would say he needs to wait for at least 1 or 2 spawns. No, doesn't do it. And now Exertus has absolutely no presence really over here onto this BA side.
At this point, we do see Epsilon holding AB, and we've talked about how easy it is to set up for that. They do have themselves spread out pretty well in the buildings. You've got one in gray, one in what looks like red peeking out the window, one in the small building, and Exertus is going to have a hard time breaking this. And look at Ravik. He is way on the outside of the map, looking like he's probably going to try to flank towards Alpha.
Yeah, and Lead Machine getting some nice picks there, able to get a nade and a nice gunshot over there through the window. Now he gets taken down from Grey House. Garage is going to be trying to pull up. He spots Hitha right out into the open, and he will be able to get Lead Machine, I think, here pretty soon. I don't know. Lead Machine doing a very wise thing, waiting there, but has to move now because of those nades. Garrar knows that that's going to happen and is able to take him down, so nice job on that. But at the same time, Clicks is going to be over here onto A, able to get that down. And Epsilon playing this amazingly well already over here onto C. In fact, forcing Exertus to have to go to A, and now they're going to be once again in the 2 flag advantage. It is 218 to 166. They're actually looking better than they were within the first part of round number 1.
Yeah, Exertus actually getting a fortuitous spawn in the backside of C, though, so it looks like Hitha is going to come in and take the burn. And I think that was a smart job of them getting that random spawn. It looks like Epsilon is going to have to rotate, and perhaps we'll see Exertus be able to swoop behind and take perhaps Alpha or Bravo. You just got to keep rotating against these teams. It's so hard to hold.
Yeah, it is, and Core is going to be pushing up over here onto B. We'll be able to get the flag back for his team, and yeah, so they're actually looking really, really good right now. Epsilon spread out really nicely here. They're going to be leaving 2 over here, probably over by dorms now. What the heck? Okay, so this is just confusing me. Okay, so we're going to have 4 players spawning in over here onto Exertus. 5 now. They will be able to save A right now. We are going to be seeing the only one over on the C side is going to be Akash, and he's going to be waiting patiently in his dorm right now. A Reptile going to be pushing up onto the C burn. We'll be able to get it at least grayed out. Should be able to get the cap here pretty soon. We are going to be seeing Mike going to be pushing up himself. He's going to be able to take out Reptile, so nice job there. And nobody got the cap on C, so that's actually really huge. Trading out with Clicks. David is going to be onto this burn once again, and we'll be able to get the res on it. So nice job by Epsilon, just staying solid. Honestly, I think Epsilon just they just had to wake their fingers up or something, because they're really starting to play well right now.
Yeah, it's almost like Epsilon took that previous round loss personally, as they are on a mission at this point. And Exertus is, I mean, it's starting to look bad for them. They're going to have to perhaps go for more triple caps. I mean, they kind of got lucky at the end of that previous round to hold that last triple cap.
Wow.
Gara just went ham on C.
Wow, Gara did a great job right there. Let's look at his kills right now, 14 and 5. Yeah, he's definitely doing a great job for his team here. Single-handedly taking care of C. I mean, he just is like, broskies, you better get off my flag. This is not for you. And
my flag.
He's going to be able to take C for himself. Now, B should be getting contested here pretty soon. 211 to 128. And we are seeing a 100-ticket game once again. But Epsilon is, I got to say, they have all the momentum really on their side. They're also going to be pushing in over here onto to B, or actually that's Exertus going to be pushing in onto B, but that gets taken care of. Exertus trying to hold on to B flag. C does end up getting capped out out for Exertus. Epsilon going to be re-pushing into B House, and they will be on the flag here in just a few moments. There it is. Gray House is going to be contested. Hither, the only one up here, using that Scar H still. And I don't know, I'm still on the fence about the guns that Exertus are choosing to use. I think that for long range, maybe okay, but man, it seems like they're not winning a whole lot of their gun battles. I mean, if we look at the KDs, everybody is negative except for Ravik right now.
Yeah, this is I mean, obviously with all the buildings on this map, it's heavy urban warfare. You're going to have a lot of close quarters encounters, whether you like it or not. And we discussed earlier that slow rate of fire with the Scar. I just don't think the accuracy at range is enough of an advantage to favor using that and to kind of sacrifice that rate of fire. It's just it's not smart.
And right there, we saw Garad doing a great job of being able to take out 2 more players onto A flag. Ravik is going to be trying to push back up onto C and cap it for his team, and they will be able to get the cap right now. 4 players from Epsilon are going to be over here onto B, 2 over here into Gray House, and they should be able to hold on to that. Yeah, Lead Machine with barely any health pushing up in there. He does end up going down, and Ravik also very low on health, and he might get taken down by some lucky nades here by Garar. No, not going to be connecting with any of those, and Clicks able to take out 2 players from Epsilon out into the open. So now they have the 2 flag advantage. They're slowly whittling down the tickets. They have not gone underneath 100 tickets yet, but it's 186 to 105, and we're kind of seeing in the same position as they were last match. Let's see if they can get the momentum into their possession. We are going to be seeing B now going to be getting capped for Exertus. So yeah, they are feeling it right now. They're starting to feel it.
I think that was smart by them. They were holding Alpha and Charlie, but those flags are so far apart on the map, you're not going to hold that for long, so they wisely rotated to take Bravo as Epsilon came in to take Alpha, and now they can try to get set up to hold this one for a little bit to hopefully whittle down this ticket lead as they did in the previous round. I mean, we saw them do it once. I mean, could they do it again against a caliber team of Epsilon? I'd like to think that they're not going to let that happen again.
I don't know. Clicks is so low on health right now. He has 4 health. He ends up getting taken down by Nate, but not before he's able to pick up the flag. Hither going to be coming in, and oh, that was just a bad move by Hither, not defending the flag, instead going in for the res, and now Epsilon is going to have an easy cap here onto the flag, and uh-oh, I think Clicks is actually glitched out, and now yeah, so we are going to be seeing Epsilon taking control of A, 151 to 102. Yes, Clicks was actually glitched and had to leave the server to come back in. That is going to be a huge loss here. As soon as they were getting the momentum into their favor, it is now going to be, you know, oh man, that's so bad. Epsilon, though, going to be able to take advantage of this. They're trying to push over into B flag. We are going to be seeing David, who's very low on health, going to be poking his way over here through the wall. And you got to be careful over there onto Gray House, though. Oh, gets taken down by Reptile. Yeah, that was just a bad peek on his part. And Reptile with a nice game sense, able to pick him up. But we are going to be seeing B going into the possession of Epsilon. And I think that could have been the nail in the coffin right there with Clicks leaving and not being able to keep that 2 cap for too long. But we are going to be seeing Clicks getting back up onto the B flag. A is also going to be flashing, so we're seeing a 2-pronged attack here from Epsilon, or from Exertus, but Ravik able to hold on at the last second. David, though, coming around the corner, saving it for his team. A flag will be staying in the possession of Epsilon as well as B, so, and they're looking for the triple cap.
Just always aggressive, like you said, Brett, and I agree. I really do enjoy this aggressive play from both teams. It's just so dynamic, so entertaining to watch. But right now, Epsilon looking to cruise to this victory as Clicks does get back in the server. So, you know, not out of the woods yet. Exertus still can get back in this and come from it.
Yeah, you know, while I agree to it a point that they can, I mean, you gotta face the facts here. I mean, they had the momentum in their favor and then they lost it. And I gotta tell you what, the momentum shifts in Battlefield 4 for domination are huge. If you start getting momentum and then you lose it, most of the time you don't get it back. But they are going to be seeing a 2 flag cap over here for Exertus, but Epsilon right back on it. Like we were saying before, Core is going to be able to get this flag for his team, 136 to 67, and this is exactly like the first game, exactly like the first round. So it's going to be all up to Exertus to try and make a comeback. Now remember, guys, Exertus, if they win this game, even if it's by 1 ticket, they will be the victors. Epsilon has to win by at least 7 tickets in order to take this match, and I think they will be able to do that. I don't know. Let's see if Exertus can make something happen.
Yeah, It's surprising that we said 6 tickets isn't really a big deal, but with these two teams and how close it could potentially be, you never know. This 6 tickets could end up being huge.
Yeah,
But at this point,
absolutely.
Epsilon is keeping control, and I think they're a lot more collected than they were in the previous round, and I think they're going to be conscious of not letting them get back in this game. Maintain composure.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing here. 42 to 135. Epsilon really hasn't lost a whole lot of tickets since we last stated that, and we are going to be seeing Exertus slowly but surely. Their ticket count's going to be whittling down. We're going to be seeing some nice shifts over here from David, able to pick up Reptile. Now, if that was actually really huge. If he hadn't have gotten Reptile, there could have been some spawns going on off onto A, and they would have been in a 2-cap position. But once again, Epsilon keeping all of their players over here onto this AB stronghold. Like we were saying, that Greyhouse playing such a critical role within this match, and Click's going to be in just a bad position over here next to that crate. And yeah, Akash going to have all of the advantage here. Still not able to connect with any of those shots on Clicks though. Some nade spam coming in, able to force him out from that window. And Ravik is going to be getting up underneath, or that's Lead Machine going to be getting into Greyhouse right now. Akash though electing to go down. Is he going to be able to take out Clicks? He does, but the Lead Machine going to be able to take out Mike. And will he be able to take out? Oh, he does! Makes it a 2-piece. So nice job there, but he gets taken down himself by David. So that was a nice rotation for Epsilon. But 2 flag cap going to be coming into effect right now, but it's 124 to 21, and I don't know if that's going to be enough.
I don't know, but they are playing it smart. Exertus being aggressive. Hitha came around the backside dirt road. They are trying to cap Alpha to try to get the triple cap, but it looks like already Epsilon Core is at the container, taking Bravo back, not being able to maintain control. But they do have 2 flags still. They are still in this. There is a chance, albeit a small one.
Yeah, if they can get this 3 cap right now and hold on to it, then they will be able to do some magic right here. But I mean, it's going to be 18 to 109. I don't know. If they pull this out, this will be one of the best games I've ever cast in my life, but I don't think it's going to happen. We are going to be seeing A flag getting contested right now. Reptile going to try and clear that off. He sees Mike there, but not able to connect with any of those shots. We are going to be seeing some nades pulled out, and yeah, so A flag going into their possession right now. C and B flag are now are going to be for Exertus, so they got to be very, very, very careful with their reses. They've got to be sticking with their teammates. We are going to be seeing Cliffs popping up, able to take out Akash, but so low on health right now. Epsilon going to be making a 3-man push over here. Clicks has got to be communicating with his team. He's got to let him know, Reptile, it's all up to you to try and save this, and he is not going to be able to do really a whole lot. Has to watch his back here. We're going to be seeing a massive push over into B right now. Garar is going to be back up. He's going to try and stop any kind of a back rush coming onto A. Ravik trying to make something happen. He ends up going down, and Core going all the way around the map because he knows that he's got plenty of tickets really to play with right now, and he could be waiting for some spawns to get onto B flags. Mike is now going to be pushing onto B, and Exertus is caught way out of position here.
Oh, but a fantastic job by Exertus to hold the double cap for that long, and because they were down by a great deal of tickets, and it didn't look good for them. It looked like the match was essentially over, and now they're still fighting for the lives, as they do have a temporary triple cap, but Core, like you said earlier, who did flank around, is taking Charlie.
Yeah, C flag is going to go into their possession. 11 tickets left for Exertus. Remember, guys, if they go down to 1 ticket and they win, they still win the match. So this is going to be a very, very close game. Exertus not willing to let up here. 63 to 11 right now. The 2 flag cap is going to be in Epsilon's favor now, so this is definitely not good. Click's going to be coming around the corner, able to stop that flag cap, but the tickets are now draining. They've drained 2 tickets just off of that 1 cap. So if Epsilon can keep doing that, they're going to be able to take this game. But I got to tell you, Exertus being able to hold on like they have for this long is just amazing.
Yeah, to use an analogy, these guys are hanging off a cliff by their fingertips right now, hoping that they could just hold on for dear life. But Epsilon is got to be getting a little bit nervous. I mean, just to have such a lead in the first round and they gave it up, they lost it. And to see it whittling away, albeit slowly here again, you got to be getting nervous.
You know what? If I was in Epsilon position, I would have to say that I am not nervous whatsoever. I mean, look at this. They're on B. They're on A. Now there are no flags there for Exertus, and I think that they have just secured their win. I just don't see Exertus pulling it out right now. We are going to be seeing David over here onto B flag, and B is about to be capped. Oh no, Hither go at the last second, able to save that. So now it's going to be once again a 2 flag cap for Exertus. This is nuts here. This is just nuts.
Epsilon is sending a heavy attack on Alpha. There's like two of them there with Gara, and Gara goes down. I think it's just Mike. He gets the revive. Oh, trades with Reptile.
3 players
Yeah,
going to be
that's
left
gonna do
alive,
it.
and look at this. Yeah, 1 ticket left, and that is the game. 35-0, second round. Guys, if you wanted a close match, that was as close as it gets right there. The best match that we have cast in CEVO. But, I have to say this. I have to point this out, guys, because Clicks having to leave in the middle of that game or dropping, that's what did it, I think. I think if Clicks could have
While they
stayed
had
in,
the momentum.
I think if Clicks could have stayed in, that was Exertus' game all the way.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. We saw he was down, and I believe it was Hitha trying to get the revive, and he was glitched. And as you said, when that happens, you have to leave the server. You have to. There's nothing you can do about it. He left, and of course, all the momentum swung back into Epsilon's side, and just extremely unfortunate. But kudos to Exertus to make it that close despite the ticket disadvantage and, of course, that unfortunate luck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I I have to say that was just an awesome match right there. I think that Epsilon, honestly though, I mean, you can't really say it was because just because of Exertus or Clicks leaving, because
No.
we didn't see players like Duke PT in there for Epsilon, and that would have been even harder for Exertus to come out on, because he is probably the best player on Epsilon right now for fragging. So, I mean, honestly, I think that I want to see a rematch, to be honest with you.
Yes, absolutely.
We
did say we could see that, since this is just the group stage. Neither team is out of it, and I'm pretty confident both of them will be in the playoffs. So there is potential to see these guys face off again.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyways, guys, if you missed the amazing first round of that match, you'll be able to check that out here in the next day or so on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/playcevo. That will be posted up here pretty soon, and I would recommend that you definitely go and check that out. 6 tickets, Exertus with an amazing comeback, almost a second comeback in round number 2, but not quite able to make it. Also follow us on Twitter at CEVO. You can hit that follow button on the Twitch channel, and we'll be going live this evening for more matches in the CEVO group stages, round number 3. And we do have some exciting matches lined up for you guys tonight. So Nest, you got any closing statements?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks to Epsilon and Exertus for a highly entertaining match. Two heavyweight